Well, it's your
Are we
channel. You want to
live?
say hello? Bye.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I don't know if we live or not. Hi, Mippet. Happy New Year, darling. Down
Happy New.
under.
Well, I'll say yes. It is a new year because I don't necessarily think everyone believes it is happy. So yes, it's New Year, everyone. Yay!
Now, fuck off. No, I'm kidding.
Now just let me have another rumble.
Hi, Jen. How are you? Welcome. Haven't seen you in a long time. Which time zone are you in? You probably got New Year before me and after Mippet.
Yeah, I think so.
You can't wonder that. Mippet is like part of me. I can't survive live streams without her. You're gonna have to speak English. I don't understand. What Pacific Standard Time?
Yeah, Pacific Standard Time is US. It's the west coast of the US is Pacific Standard Time.
Oh, I see. I see. So you didn't get your New Year yet, or you just got it like a few hours ago? I don't know how the American time works.
Yeah, it's
Oh, you just brand new baby. Welcome. His New Year is only a half an hour in.
just coming. Yeah, I was just going to say it's only just brand new to him. And let me tell you, Jen, it's been a fucked fucking nearly however long it's been day. Nah, well, yeah, hasn't been great. So had its moments.
Yes, and while we are there, I just want to say my deep felt condolences to my friend and colleague who lost his life on Thursday night, just 3 days before the new year. He was such a great person, and I'm very sad, obviously. I considered him like my child. He was young enough and he had so many great ideas, and he was just cut down in the prime of his life. But he was a very positive person, so I'm going to take a lot from him and propel myself forward. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, it's unfortunately we've lost a lot of people this year, not only like personally in our personal lives, but
Last year, you
a lot
mean?
of actors. We've lost Queen Elizabeth passed.
Yeah.
There's been many, you know, band people. What are they called? People in bands and shit.
Yeah, I think we
Um,
lost Meatloaf. Meatloaf was one of the people we lost
yeah,
this year, last year.
and some really
Um,
great actors, and so it's just, yeah. I guess we're getting to an age now where those that we grew up with watching and listening to, when we were listening to them, they were already in their sort of their 20s and 30s. And we whack 20 or 30 years onto our age now. And you think, well, yeah, I'm fucking would be probably dead by then too. So,
yeah, like icons we've grew up with. Actually,
yeah,
today I did get a little bit upset. Facebook does that to me, and I know that Bob Nodell did us a huge favor, um, but we don't need to keep dragging him in. He passed away, and he needs to rest in peace. And we have so much evidence, for globe and space and everything in between, that we don't need Bob anymore. He was great while he was alive, but there's no need to, I don't know, keep dragging him in. Yes, he bought a $20,000 gyroscope, but every single aeroplane, has it. So whether he
Yeah.
was going to buy the gyroscope or not, the Earth is a globe, and everything is measured in, like, what, roll, pitch, and yaw, or something like that. So we can leave him out of the discussion and bring our own evidence. You know, I
Yeah.
don't know. I just feel it's enough now. How long has he passed away? Maybe like more than 2 years.
Bob Nodell.
Bob Nodell. He's been late for quite some time.
I wouldn't have a
Oh
fucking
my
clue, to be
goodness, I'm so
honest.
sorry, Jen. Jen says I lost
Yeah,
both
I
my
know.
mom
Yeah,
and my
I've
older
answered it.
brother
Yeah.
last year. Wow.
Yeah, it's
So
horrible.
sorry. That kind of pain, I don't think it ever goes away. It sort of lingers. Yes, you carry on with your life, but it's something that lingers.
Yeah. I can't imagine, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I can. I lost my mom when I was 18. We're talking a long time ago. So,
Well, I certainly wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for my mother. And if she wasn't here right now, would definitely wouldn't be here. If she'd gone anytime she goes, I'll be ready pretty well straight after her, I'm sure.
yeah, and it's one of the things I wanted to talk about on the stream. I know I sound sad. My heart is very broken for Lewis, you know, but I do have this deep feeling. I know feelings, like they say, reality doesn't care about your feelings, but life on this planet is so special, and us people, we actually get to experience things, and know what we're experiencing, understand what we are experiencing, and even get over it, or revel in it, and whatever it is, we get to actually experience it. And life as such, like, we haven't found it anywhere else, but I honestly feel that life is a way for the energy of the universe to recycle itself and keep itself going longer. I mean, I'm not saying that energy is thinking, please. It doesn't
Yeah,
think,
it's
but
your
this is the
atoms
natural
dissipate back
process.
into,
Yes,
as a different form of energy.
yes, something like that.
Yeah,
This is life is just a way for energy to recycle itself.
yep,
And I feel like it's a really big honor and a privilege to actually get to experience it,
yeah. Like what Jin
and
says, facts don't care about feelings. Reality is indifferent.
yes, but
Totally.
us, the reality and the universe is indifferent.
Yep.
Yes, but we aren't. Us people, we are not.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
We
sometimes.
feel, we think, we calculate, we experience. So we are not the same as the universe. Yes, we are part of the universe, but we're not the same. So I I don't,
Yeah.
it's like the end of one thing is a beginning of something else type of thing.
Crap. I hope there's something else besides this shit. Although there is not. Let's just hope there's your disappointment doesn't travel through because that'll piss me off.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's even a more stupid fucking statement than the one
Ah,
before it
you
was.
see, Yin has the opposite view. Life is just energy seeking a faster path to entropy.
That's the
Um,
sort of thing.
yeah, but
Yes.
I don't feel that way, because the entropy, yes, it is increasing, but for here on Earth, because we are being bombarded by energy from the sun, uh, we keep it going, basically.
Yeah, I know, but part of, like, every day, we lose part of our atmosphere, which is made up of atoms. Um, Energy is made up of atoms. We're made up of atoms. When we go, whatever energy we disperse back into our atmosphere can be dispersed back into space, which is the universe. So, do you know what I mean? We are the universe.
Yes,
We're not
in a
just
different form though.
earthbound.
And I do feel, because we have developed sentience, and we can think and understand our feelings and
Yeah,
uh, observations and everything. That's what makes us. Yes, I know it saps my energy, but I get replenished. You know,
and don't worry, Jen.
uh,
I've
we
been
we get
beating her
we
over the
get
head with it,
replenished. We eat, we
beating her over
drink.
the head, and then the kids love her to death. So they've all been taking care of each other. It's okay. I just
Yeah.
get my rolling pin out and smack her a few times. No.
So I've got this reel going while we are talking, with a couple of memes of flat earthers saying some things.
Some stupid
And
things, yeah.
yeah, and I think one of flat earthers' biggest problems is they don't understand, well, anything, like absolutely anything. And the gas pressure without a container must be their biggest um, misunderstanding. So the other day, on the 30th of December, the weather was like this, and it's clouds at two different altitudes moving in different directions. And I got like
But how can
three
this
different
be?
sorry.
I said, how can this be, Sal?
Um, yeah, how can it be? But the other thing is, can you see the size of the sun in this video? Flat earthers are so dishonest, my pets. They take still shots and they zoom it in extra and then say, look, the sun is in the clouds. But then when you do a
Ooh,
time lapse like this, you can see that the sun is far away, very far away, in fact. I mean, even if that was a local
yeah,
sun, why the hell is it so small? From our perspective, there's no zoom in this video,
yeah. And that's
and
with
you
the
can see the
glare.
colors in the clouds,
Yeah.
as the clouds act like a prism to disperse the white lights. And look
So
at
we
the
should.
size
Did you
of
take
that
some
thing.
still shots and find some dicks for us in the clouds? Because I know you only go cloud watching for dicks. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I got some yesterday. I didn't edit that video yet.
The year of dicks in clouds. That's
Yes,
going to
that
be a
would be an
video.
awesome. In fact, I need to go look. You look, I have a lot of, uh, actual footage that I haven't gone through and done things with, and shown fluffs. Um, what I've done over the last, fucking hell, sorry, 5 years and more. This January, I think on the 29th, I will be doing my 6th January. See, so I don't know where the flat earthers observations are. Remember how they were screaming at us to do our own research? And
Yes.
I've come up with a lot of stuff, and they've come up with like the black swan.
Oh,
I also got another one here, multiple
yeah, the famous
layers of
black
clouds.
swan. That was bloody years ago, it feels like.
They're still bringing it up,
That
me
was, yeah,
pet.
I know. That's what I mean. It was, what, 3 years ago
Yeah,
at
yeah, I
least?
think
And
2020.
it's like, it's so not a black swan. What don't they get?
It
And then
was
it's,
cranes with rickets.
yeah, but then,
Sorry.
you know, Oakley bangs on about the same crap all the time and says exactly the same thing over and over and over. And, just pulling in gullible dicks that pay him to do it because they're just stupid, you
Yeah,
know?
there's two new ones on Facebook now. One is Tyler, and the other one, Love Wolf, I think. Like, fucking such a cheesy name. And both these guys keep posting, they keep doing a ranty. Okay. You know what ranty used to do? He used to take like globe Earth observations and then insist that it's flat Earth. That's what
Yeah,
these guys are doing, but it's none of their own footage. They're taking from
right.
other people, and then they say, "Oh, look at these."
Yeah.
And I've got some 5 p.m.s put together, just in watching the sun
Nice.
traverse the
Yeah.
sky over a period of 6 months and then coming back. I don't know. Flat earthers don't explain sunrises and sunsets. They always say that the sun is going away. I don't know where the hell the sun goes to.
Oh, yeah. I was just going away to where? This is what I always want to know. Where does it go away to? And you're bringing it back from where? Where does it come back from? Do you know what I mean? It's like,
Yes,
so,
but
and the
how does the
sunrise, so do they say the same thing about sunrise? If you zoom it out, zoom it in before sunrise, you'll see the sun, but if you zoom it back out, it will go away.
I've never heard them talk about sunrise.
Well,
I've
there
tried
you
to bring it
fucking
up.
go.
Yeah, no, I mean, how does it get back to the other side to come up
Well,
from below the horizon?
exactly.
You know, um,
And they've, like you said, they never talk about it. That might be an interesting. Fuck, I'm going to write that idea
no,
down.
they don't want to talk about it. Um, I tried to have a conversation with some of them, and they just cannot understand. I mean, space doesn't even exist apparently. It's just the Earth. Like, I don't know what those glowy dots we see in the sky are, but apparently it's just the Earth. So I don't know.
Yeah.
And flat earthers, like a lot of them, I know we tease them and we say, "Oh, maybe you're living in your mother's basement or whatever."
Oh, look at all of them. Oh, sorry, I'm seeing dicks in the clouds now.
Yeah,
Like,
there they
they're
are.
everywhere. Yeah.
Pets. This was supposed to be like uh 5 p.m. evidence that the sun is moving across the
Oh,
sky.
yeah, well, the sun's beautiful, but when there's clouds, there's dicks. I can't help it. Oh, no,
Okay.
there's not really. Oh, maybe you should turn your head. Um,
All right.
but yeah,
Thank goodness not every one of them has um, clouds, so we don't have to see dicks all the time. Let's see.
exactly. But no, you're right. Uh,
Yes,
I
those
don't
those
understand how much they've got to screw with their own minds to actually make this shit work in their own minds.
okay,
Because you've got to,
like
to go on for so many years, wouldn't you seriously have to start making yourself believe it to be able to
yes,
spout this shit for so long? You would have to convince yourself that what you're saying is true.
yes. And to you have to ignore like vast swathes of information in like multiple different fields because like n- everything doesn't depend on one thing. You need to know a couple of different things in order to understand. Like for example, the earth is like how many trillion kilograms? Like trillions of kilograms.
Yeah,
It's a massive object. And because it's a massive object, it holds things to it.
yeah.
Everything is trying to go to the center of the earth. Because it's a hard crust, we just don't sink in, right?
Think of the
And
middle bit
then,
as a giant magnet, and we're all being sucked towards it. If that's what makes you happy, think of it that way. Do you know what I mean? Like if that what makes them happy, think of it that way.
yes, I
They don't,
mean,
at least it's closer than
maybe
a fucking flat Earth.
that's why they say magnetism, maybe,
Yeah, well, it
you
could
know.
be, but they still
I
get
don't
it
know.
wrong. I mean, they still put it as a flat magnet. They still haven't worked out 3D yet. Until they work out 3D, they're fucked. Even though they say a dome over the top, I'm sure they still mean it's more like a fucking half an umbrella or something.
Yes, and obviously the biggest problem for fluffs, on especially a stationary Earth, what causes the wind? What is causing all the objects we see, right?
Oh well,
I mean,
that's
I've watched countless rises and sets of
that's God
countless.
burping and farting. Didn't you fucking know? Jesus Christ.
What
Everyone
Jesus
knows
Christ is
that.
involved?
It's God or the
God.
gods, whichever God you fucking believe in. It's all of them up there having a party, farting and burping and fucking having a great time. you know. And
Oh,
when they're crapping, that's thunder and fucking that's the lightning. They shoot fucking lightning bolts out their ass.
oh wow.
Fucking make me prove me wrong.
Somebody posted, I think it was that Tyler guy. He posted a meme with a whole lot of
Yeah, you.
ancient civilizations, with like the earth in the middle, with like as you said, they don't know about 3D. So it's like every single ancient civilization barely went beyond their own boundaries. They didn't know that there were lands, elsewhere, and um,
Yeah,
peoples elsewhere, and peoples doing their own things, and um, they had no clue that there were other civilizations.
yeah,
And the
exactly.
fact that each of them came up with similar ideas of, I don't know, God and tradition and
Yeah. See, Jin's
y-
got the right idea. Angels are flapping their wings because you've got to move God's farts somehow.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, I don't think there's a God. I don't think there are any gods. I think that,
No,
the
he's thinking
ancients
like a
made it
flat
up,
earther. That's how flat
and
earthers justify wind and thunder. It's angels flapping their wings and gods farting. That gives you your thunder and your wind. Your
yeah,
lightning
I
is
was
their
used to.
shits that are, I mean, their farts that are shooting lightning out their butts. Okay, we got it straight now.
Oh,
It
okay. But
doesn't
what do
matter
you
which
think of
god or
my?
any god. No, I don't believe in any god. So,
Yeah, so there's no thoughts coming my way from a
exactly. I don't
transcendental.
care.
But water doesn't sink to my. Is that tennis ball thing? Damn
Yeah.
it.
Water doesn't stick to my tennis ball spinning at 400 times the speed of the earth. Dipsticks.
400 times the speed of the earth is like a lot.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly. Because, they
we're
stick it,
probably
they stick the
reaching
tennis ball
neutron
on a
star
fucking drill.
levels of fucking spin.
Because they don't understand the difference between revolutions per second and revolutions per day. They still don't understand scale, whether it be time, size, anything.
Distance.
If it's got to do with a scale of some sort, they're fucked. They've got no idea.
But this really, it boggles my mind because these guys, they have cars, they have computers, they have jobs. Some of them are like apparently business people,
I know, and you
and
wonder how they
you
know how
know
to breathe in and out.
they
Before,
have cameras.
I know a
you
lot of
know
them now have their ear pods in and they play music and shit that say, breathe in, breathe out, to make sure that they keep doing it. But, I mean, fuck, it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous that
And then
they,
obviously my greatest wish for 2024 is that theists will understand that atheism does not believe that we came from nothing. That is the theist view, that, God created things out of nothing. It's not the atheist view. And not all atheists reject like the supernatural or ghosts or aliens or whatever. You know, Atheism only has like one meaning. It may have like offshoots, but it's literally, I don't believe your claims about God, and I don't accept, you know, the God that you propose. Like personally, my
yeah,
belief is that there's no God. But if I'm in a discussion with somebody, I'm not going to say for certain there's no God. Obviously, I don't know for certain. But I don't believe in your God, the claims that you are making about your God. And if they can
yeah.
just
I,
understand that.
hey, I don't, you have your opinion, I have mine. I don't bag other people's religions. I just don't talk to people about their religion. I don't bag other people's religion unless I know I can get away with giving a shit like I do with,
Oh no.
other
On
the
Facebook, we are
uh,
constantly told that we are going to hell
oh,
because
yay.
the
Well,
earth
all
is
the
flat.
scientists are going to hell, so there'll be good
Yeah.
air conditioning down there by now. So hey, fucking party.
Yeah, I mean,
They'll
it's
have
like,
bubble machines and fucking karaoke machines. It'll be awesome in hell by now.
yeah, all the good ones are there.
Yeah, well, I mean, upstairs they have all the mass murderers that have suddenly said, "Oh, I'm so sorry," on their fucking deathbeds and shit. And then you've got God who's a fucking genocidal maniac. So fuck, who wants to go there?
Yeah. And I don't know. Yeah,
No, I
and
think
and
I'd
they
prefer to
say,
just
oh, we
become.
just want to sin. Um, you know, the only thing the other day I heard a guy say that we are atheists because We just don't like the way God does things, and we don't like God because he's not doing the things the way we want them done. Like, I
Yeah.
don't even know how I want things done. What I know is what I know.
I
So,
like this. I tend to agree with Terry Pratchett in his book, The Hogfather. The only true God is Billy, the oh God of hangovers. And then he wants to know, are you saying the supernatural only means that we have no proper investigation method right now? I am shocked! Not really.
yeah, I mean, how many experiments do you think we've done, uh, in the last, let's say, just 200 years? Standing on the shoulders of giants and everything. I mean, now is only 2024, right? It's not even 100 years since we discovered that there are, well, we are in a galaxy, firstly, and that there are other galaxies. And they only published that paper on in January 1925, when they made the discovery in like 1921 or something. They had to make sure science is a laborious process. The methodology of science, just it depends on what you're doing, but some things take a long fucking time.
Yep.
Like the moon being in our atmosphere, right? Technically, it's in our atmosphere because our atmosphere extends past the moon. And flat earthers really went to town with that one,
Mm,
didn't they?
well,
Or what about our black hole, Sagittarius A star? We've photographed that. We know, we have evidence that black holes exist, and there's one right in the middle of our galaxy. Why are you a bit? Sorry, sorry.
hi.
That was
Yeah.
my kid Kyle greeting his auntie Mepet. He can't get away from you. That night when I phoned you, when I asked you if you're awake, in his sleep, he realized that I'm talking to you and he says, "Hey, Auntie Mipet." But his eyes were closed. He was like fast asleep. Sorry.
See, now that's supernatural. I psychically reach out.
And also, don't you think it's crazy that as soon as we invented like cameras and video recorders and, all sorts of nice things, we don't get the evidence of God doing whatever, or ghosts, or aliens, or UFOs, or anything like that.
No, not true. We get evidence of UFOs, but then they no longer become UFOs because they become IFOs, which is identified flying objects.
Oh, I
The
thought you were going to say they are
unidentified
birds.
actually become identified. The explanation
Oh,
as to what they are, this sort of shit. Yeah. So, yes,
I don't think they are like literal UFOs coming from, you know,
outer
somewhere
space.
else, like outside the solar system or something. We've sent so many craft all over the solar system, and we've not seen any signs of any other craft.
Yep.
I don't know. It's like sometimes some of the conspiracy theorists who are pushing their ideas and want people to accept it, they say, well, they will believe it until there's evidence for like the otherwise, that it doesn't exist. Um, I don't know. How can you believe or accept something that doesn't have evidence for it?
Uh, I love it. Humans went from less than a minute of flight to landing on the moon in less than 100 years. The cheeky buggers thinking they might escape.
No, they gotta come back. Unfortunately, we can't exist without Earth yet. They are trying.
They're working on it.
Yeah, we're not going to get far very fast. Yeah, I mean, 100 years is still a hell of a long time. Only now, because we've realized, what we know and what we don't know, that we can actually do practical things. 200 years ago, we were still struggling to understand what the hell Newton was talking about. you know, um,
And I think that's what I sort of consider as another thing to do with scale that flat earthers or fucking conspiracy whoever's don't take into account the scale of time again.
hmm,
That over time we've learnt all this shit, so we don't consider Eratosthenes to be the be all and end all of the measurement of the
yes.
Earth, or
Or
the
even Charles Darwin, the father of evolutionary theory.
yeah,
We've
it's
moved
like,
on
and
from
they
those
just
people.
will not take that as okay, they were the start to for people to go, oh well, that's something we can look into and study further and look at this specific thing, and it's like it just all gets taken right back to the generalization of this one thing that was written 200 years ago, or
2,000 years
1,000
ago.
years ago, or whatever the
Yeah,
case
like
may be,
when was
and it's like,
when was Aristotle around? Like quite a long
yeah,
time ago,
yeah,
and he was talking about the prime mover, but Newton came along and said, no, wait a minute, that's not necessarily the case. If an object is in motion, then it's going to need an unbalanced force to, uh, what an object in motion stays in motion unless an unbalanced force acts upon it, not a
yeah,
stationary object. So basically, Newton was saying, listen, everything is in motion unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. So it's not Aristotle's idea of a prime mover. There is no prime mover because everything was already in motion from
yeah,
the beginning, from the beginning of time, as we understand time. And I don't know why, what we know now, like, how we can manipulate gravity to our own advantage, like sending the Voyagers out of the solar system and things. Why do we have to go back to those guys to, um, I'm looking for the specific word. Uh, Fuck's sakes, that word is on the tip of my tongue. To discredit,
yeah,
to discredit what we are doing now. Now, what we are doing is working, you know. And why do we have to go back to those guys to discredit what we are doing? Why can't you
yeah.
argue with, I can't say Neil deGrasse Tyson because flat earthers hate him. Oh my goodness.
And well, that's just it. They hate him, and yet they use his name at every opportunity they get. Why?
Yes, because they don't have any other way. As I said before,
They
there
use his
are no flat
words.
earthers. There
They
are
use
no
his
flat
word. Oh,
earthers.
yeah, I know. Well, okay, globe deniers or whatever they want to be called.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
their arguments that they make for a flat earth does not include anything for a flat earth. They take everything that we've done, for the globe and from the globe, and then they try to poke holes in it. And if they think they've got like a, little crack or a tear in whatever they're trying to disprove, then they say, see how you're supposed to get a globe earth from that. I mean,
yeah,
CC, I just said CC, but the
yeah,
actual person, Chris CC from Westchester County, that oak thinks that the earth is a simulation. Just like Barnabas. Barnabas thinks that you get into an airplane and you don't go anywhere. How? How? How
Oh,
can
don't
you
we all
have that
get drugged?
mentality that
Oh, I
in
thought we
an
all got drugged
airport?
when we got on planes.
No, no, there's no drugs. I mean, there are drugs, but not like that. No, 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 no. And why don't you travel? I saw like the best way to cure ignorance is to travel. Why don't these people travel? Go to Antarctica, watch the 24-hour sun. We just had a 24-hour sun 3 days ago, or four, okay, maybe a week ago now, and
Yeah,
it's there for 3 days
yeah,
or 5 days or something crazy like
something
that. For
crazy like
five
that.
days,
Yeah,
you can watch the sun not set, just hover above the horizon. Then
yeah,
you go to the equator and you do the same thing, and you see that, wait a minute, the sun, you know,
yeah,
comes up and goes down and comes up again and goes down, like away from my view. Why is that? Then you go to the North Pole and you see it happening in the opposite direction.
yeah.
Doesn't it make you think? Or does it make you drink?
Well, obviously makes them drink themselves into oblivion and they blasted every brain cell they've ever fucking known.
Jen says, love how they forget that Neil is a communicator, somebody who has to dumb it down for the average idiot. Yes. Yes, that guy is a fucking astrophysicist, and I tried to go to Wikipedia and like take screenshots of his awards and things, and that guy has so many. I mean, he was involved in that calculation for the standard candles. He's literally an astrophysicist, but the way he talks to people, I feel, does help them confuse themselves even further. Because, I mean, he did say that the earth is sort of like pear shaped. And the flat earthers went to the moon with that one. Hello? Who else? They hate Newton. They hate Einstein.
Oh, with the
And
breaking
all
of the
they can
fucking
ever bring
wand
up
a
about
couple of years
Einstein
ago.
is, sorry?
I was just saying with the breaking of Newton's wand, the they did.
And that's another thing they don't understand. Okay, some things are superseded by new discoveries, but gravity is not one of them. Einstein built upon Newton didn't have a theory. He just knew that mass attracts mass. So he came up with his formula. And he didn't understand why that was happening. And what are the results of it, like the bending of space-time and stuff. Those guys did so much work for us to be in this position right now in my lifetime. And then I've got these fucking complete dipshits who are using the internet, which, by the way, we have because we understand how light works. And then
Yeah,
you use the exact same device, which, comes from all those discoveries, and then you shit on it.
yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's well, it's ridiculous. Exactly. What else the fuck can you say about it? Except it's ridiculous because it
Well, I
is.
can show this meme video again that I made. How to confuse gravity. No, when I my comment to this meme was, gravity is not confused. You are, because gravity depends on mass, and obviously the unpeeled orange has less mass because he's got air and stuff between, you know, uh, his flesh and his peel. I don't know. How do you get somebody to understand?
That there's air pockets and those get filled up with the water, hence it's, like made heavier. Well, You know what I mean? So the gravity pulls the unpeeled orange down.
And
Well,
the
that would
other thing
confuse
is
them.
that
Yeah,
gravity is
I
pulling
can
on
see what
everything down.
Jin means, like, that you have to dumb it down for them, and you're trying to think of a way to get it across to them. Maybe if you said something really fucking scientific and gave them the real scientific shit, they might go, "Oh, is that right?"
When
I'd
I tried, I
love
mean,
to fucking
I
do that.
tried to explain the way I understand it. Firstly, uh, containers didn't exist before gas. Okay, containers didn't exist before gas and gas pressure. That came with mass and gravity. And humans came along and made the container to put the gas in. And we had to pressurize it. We had to learn how to pressurize the gas in a container.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know? So when you take out humans from the equation, the
Oh, I thought you were going to say out of the container.
yeah, I'm
This
sure
is
I'd
sounding
love to
very
take them
dodgy
out of that
now.
container. Take them right up into, like, past like the Van Allen belts, and see radiation. Hi, Purple. How are you? Happy New Year.
Hey, Purple.
Yeah, I mean, radiation. Then you can see the pale blue dot from where you are and know that it's a damn ball. No, don't let humans out of the container. They destroy everything.
Yeah.
I had this really horrible view, because of the way we live, right? We are humans. We take everything from nature and we make all these things, and we've basically taken over the whole planet. I'm sure we'll be building underwater houses and stuff soon. If they haven't yet, I don't know. I'm too scared to look. But
I'm
we
sure
are
that
almost.
somewhere they would.
Hello. Hello. I don't know why I didn't post that. Oh.
Post what? Who's talking to who here? Who you talking to, Sal?
No, I'm talking to you guys. I don't know. I'm saying I didn't post that last message. She mistyped. My kid has my phone and I'm on the laptop. So
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
that's getting really confusing. Okay.
yeah. No, I have two devices. I've moved on from 4 years ago.
Anyway, hey, Purple.
Yes. How's it going your side? Did you get into New Year yet, Purple? My pet's almost out of New Year. She's almost into the 2nd of January already.
Yeah, can't wait. No.
I
I
have
can't
another
wait for New
12
Year's.
hours.
I'm going to go and be angry in the morning. So,
Oh,
oh, yeah,
Hannah
Hanna
Barbera.
Barbera. Yeah.
The people who make the cartoons,
Yep.
is that, please
Because
don't
in one
tell
of the
me it's like
cartoons, yeah, they promised we'd have.
SpongeBob SquarePants or something.
I don't know. Do they do SpongeBob? They might do.
No, I don't think so. I don't
But
know.
no, there was
I don't even know when last I've watched a cartoon.
cartoon.
Well,
Oh,
I
I
learned.
watch Rick and Morty and stuff. So I watch all sorts of weird shit on Netflix. Yeah, the Jetsons. Now that was an awesome cartoon.
Yeah, but imagine living like that. That's like the height of laziness.
Well,
C
if you
lab
look like Jane
2020.
Jetson, who gives a shit?
Yeah, I've
You
never
know?
looked like that, darling. I have no
Yeah, I know, but
dreams
like
or
living in that
anything.
age, you will because everything will be sucked out and tucked in and, you know. all the rest of it. So everything will be in the right places and all that sort of crap. And you have your little skirt on and your
You know what that brings to mind, me pet? The movie Death Becomes Her.
sea lab. Yep, seen that. And
So
yeah,
you
I've
talking
also seen
about
Sea
tucked
Lab
in and
2020.
pulled out and yeah, no, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, Sea Lab 2020 was a cartoon, yeah, in the 70s. I do remember
I
that
didn't
purple.
have TV in the 70s. Thank you so much. I got my TV in 1982. I think I was like 9. I live in South Africa, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the theory that the Jetsons and the Flintstones took place at the same time. The Jetsons were the rich
Yeah.
people and live above the clouds. And Jin
I
wants the
just want
flying
a
car that
flying
folds
car.
into a briefcase.
Yes.
Yes. I always thought when I had my dogs, I mean, I've only ever had little dogs, but I always wanted those little fucking dog walkers, which you can get little dog walkers now, I know, but having the dog walkers for to walk your dog, I thought that was fucking awesome. When I very first saw it
Um,
as a kid, I thought that was just such a cool idea. That was before I had dogs, but yeah, I thought, oh, that's so cute.
I
You can go
missed out
walking
on
with
a
your
lot
doggy.
of culture. Like,
Mm.
there's a lot of things that a lot of people talk about that I missed out on. Because I lived where I lived and when I lived.
Oh, that's interesting, Purple. I did not know that.
What?
The Flintstones were not in the Stone Age, but
Yeah,
left
I
in the.
read that. That's why it was
Oh,
my
okay.
what. Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Okay. Maybe they met that Don Petit on the way because remember that guy gave flat earthers a really nice pithy quip where he said that uh, they lost the technology and it's a painful process to build it back up again. And flat earthers refuse to listen to before that sentence and after that sentence. I think in the lying world that is called quote mining.
Yeah. Cherry picking. Well, I suppose that's better than nose picking, but
What? Can we do
what?
that in private?
Oh, picking
I want all
noses.
the icky
Well,
things
I
out
keep
of my
telling my
sight.
grandchildren, to stop going gold mining up their noses, and what comes out really isn't that tasty. But what can you
Yeah.
do? What can you do?
Give them
You
more
know.
proper food.
Well, I've got one that refuses to eat anything but fucking hot chips and a sausage roll. And the other
I
one,
love sausage rolls. That's like my favorite pie. Let's talk
well,
about
that's
pie.
yeah, I know, but this child literally will only eat chips and at the moment he's will have sausage rolls as well. He's yes, okay, I'll have one. But he's only got to feel like it. But he's just says
Have
no
you
to
ever
everything. Or
tried
he'll have one bite of something and just go, no.
pie and gravy? Like, have you ever tried giving
Oh
him
fuck
some
no,
gravy
no,
with
won't
the
go near
pie?
gravy. No gravy, no sauce. No. Yes, purple. So
Yes.
he's just going through a phase at the moment. So it's just
But I
his
do love
dad's
pie.
working with him, but mum's not being cooperative, unfortunately. So it's just a case of dad's had him for a longer period this time, and the longer he's had him, the better Jeremy's been. So it's all good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so
But
glad that my kids are out of being babies and all of
oh, I
that. I know
know.
Kyle loves hot chips. That's just his thing.
Yeah, well, that's
He's
yeah, same
about
with Jeremy. You can't get him away from him.
just a 10 rand at a time
Yeah.
chips. Don't you have 10 rand, Mom? Yes, I have.
And you can't have it.
Ah, well, apparently Bobby's
Yes.
going to look for the car on Saturday,
Oh, bargain.
next week Saturday. This
Yeah.
coming Saturday, damn. Yeah.
What colour is it
So,
gonna be?
it's probably gonna be like a little Ford Fiesta or a little Opel Kadett or something like
I'll
that.
say something about the size of what I'm gonna be looking for.
Yeah, Jordan
Nice.
needs to get her rear into gear.
Her rear gear.
Rear into gear, man.
I know.
She's very excited. She's going to be driving through the mountains. It's going to be a very good view, easy drive. I think she's only going to have like two robots uh, to navigate before she gets to her school, to the school.
Yeah. But if it's red, it does go faster. You know that, don't you? Hear that,
What red
Jordan?
cars?
Red goes faster.
This kid is so Mercedes crazy. I don't know how she's going to feel about other cars because we have a Merc standing in the yard and we just need tires for it. But it's such a big car. Every time I say Merc, she gets this like really cheesy look on her face with this giant grin. And I'm thinking, girl, you got like such an expensive taste. One rear view mirror gets knocked off a Merc, hey? It's way too expensive.
Well, yeah, I've got my little one at the moment's still got touchwood everything attached to it still. Well, I mean, the spider webs are like holding everything on, so it's a bonus.
So Purple says she had, for 7 or 8 years, I had a little Ford Focus hatchback. I loved that car, but we need the van now so we can get a wheel chair in and out easily. Yes. Yes. I've seen those new cars. You can put that a little like a slide out type of thing. Like it little you sit, your wheelchair is
Yeah, the
on that
chair, well, that can
contraption.
actually slide out and turn so that
Yes,
you
and then
can.
it slides out and goes down like on hydraulics or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, I know what you're
And then
talking
you just
about, but
wheel
it's
yourself
still,
off.
yeah, but it's still a, yeah, two-person job because then someone else has to take the wheelchair and put it in and all that sort of stuff. But
Oh no,
yeah,
I've seen the one uncle here. I call everybody uncle. But I've seen the one uncle here. He doesn't drive. He's already in the wheelchair in the vehicle. And then, he doesn't
oh
really
yeah,
need
like
it.
on a
This is
bus or
like,
something.
I
Yeah,
think
in
it
a
was a
van or something.
special
Yeah,
contraption that they built inside the car. But obviously, we are on the poor scale of people. So we got to
yeah. No, I know
uh,
what you mean.
make different plans. Purple, how is Sloth Girl doing? Asks Jen. And also, Mipet and I, we weren't going to do the stream for much longer, but if anybody wants to carry on talking or wants to join us, I don't know how Mipet feels. But Purple
Yeah, I
says, I
haven't
was
got
working on
much
designing
longer
a
in
powered
me.
lift in the hopes that we can get Sloth Girl one of those mobility scooters and she can get in and out easily. Yes. And how much are one of those things, Purple? I mean, you are in America. You see, technology has come such a long way. We can give people um, prosthetic arms and legs and things. We have hearing aids, we have wheelchairs. uh, they built that suit that you put on top of the body. It's sort of like an exoskeleton that helps you walk, right? We have glasses. uh, my kid, my oldest kid, has epilepsy. There's medication for that. We have come such a long way, yet we have so many people who just don't buy it. Apparently they just don't buy it. It's always the they trying to, I don't know, control us or keep us down. Yet in the meantime, while the they are controlling us, we're just doing whatever the hell we want. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Oh, purple. Finally, something that actually is good. You've given me something good on New Year's. Sloth Girl is doing better. They finally found a drug that's working. Hasn't gone into remission, but it's prevented it from growing or spreading any further. That I'm counting as good freaking news, Purple. Give it all my best. And Sal's like fantastic, excellent.
Yes, yes.
And yeah, the mobility scooters are fucking expensive over here too.
I don't know,
Yeah.
$2,000. What is that? 20, 40. It's about 40 grand in my money. For my loved one to have a little bit of a better quality of life, I think I would sacrifice and do it for them. You know, it's just, I after what happened on Thursday, I just want to do anything I can to help the people I love. I just want to make it nice for everybody, except the fuckers who try to fuck with us.
Yeah. I just, yeah.
Oh,
Unfortunately, purple.
couple. My colleague at work, he was robbed at his house and he was shot and killed. So, and yeah, the wounds are very raw, and I'm really looking for a way to, make my life have more meaning now and live every day to the fullest, uh, not only for myself and my family, but also for him. He was really a gem. I don't think I can stop saying nice things about him.
Yeah.
Why, Jin, does Walmart have power cards?
Because
And you
purple's
joling, you're
been
not
talking
joking.
about mobility scooters for, you need to read up, Sal.
One day, if I could steal a power cart from Walmart, that's what he said.
Yeah, I'm joking. It's in regards to the
No,
mobility
I thought maybe
scooters.
Walmart has power carts.
They do, they have like these power, like scooter things with baskets on them that you can go and use, I think.
Really, almost like a Segway type thing.
Well, I'm not sure. They're like, well, I imagine them to be like, I don't know, Jin's drunk apparently because
Yeah.
he's doing he's doing drunk typing. Great. But yeah, maybe Purple can answer that. Like, do they actually have like the power cut? Like, well, I call them mobility scootery things.
Purple says Walmart has power scooters, but only three or four per store, so often hard to find one that is charged when you get there.
Oh, that's a bit sucky.
Yeah. Well, I really do love going into a shop and, walking around and picking things up from the shelves. And so I don't mind if it's not motorized yet. Probably in a few years, I'd need one.
Yeah, but it's
That'll be nice for you, my pet. If you
what?
could have one of those in your store, you hobble on in and you just ride the thing everywhere, put your groceries in the basket and get to the checkout and then ride to your car.
No, that's fine. I can. I like sort of pushing the trolley and then jumping on and letting
Ah,
it take it where it takes me. I've had a few smashes, but hey, I just
the
sort of let it
purple says,
let my feet
I never
slide.
drunk type. If you see that I am asleep and is in autocorrect trying to make sense of my cat walking on the keyboard. That's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Oh, I'm gonna pinch that. That's my story too, except I
Yes.
don't have a cat. But
I
hey,
was just going to say you don't have a cat, but I have a cat.
I do have ferret ghosts.
Ah, yes.
So, and they were excellent typists of my keyboard. They
They
actually,
send coherent
they
messages
d-
all the time.
they did.
They're
They actually used
always
to spell
coherent.
words occasionally, and yeah, the rest of the time they looked like I was on drugs. But
Only the rest of the time.
well, because they knew how to send shit, like they quite often send messages, and it's like, hang on, and I'd get asked, "What drugs are you on? I want some," and I'm like, "Well, I'd like some too, because it was my ferrets."
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow.
What can I say?
Well, your Jid says your cat makes some valid points. I feel sorry for the fluffs that cannot refute him. Yes, but Jin, how do you know Purple's cat is a him?
There you go.
You see
You're
the guys,
assuming
I got
things
a
happen.
rainbow.
See,
I got a rainbow in the clouds. If you look to the left of the sun, there's a rainbow. It's maybe like a sun halo or something.
I can see it.
Yeah, so my pets, how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm just about ready to head off, I think. You going to come
All
in
right.
and chat with Sal Purple? I mean, she can
No,
sit here and talk
huh?
bloody leg off a chair, you know that. But I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to be tapping out.
You've had enough of the 1st of January 2024.
Yeah, yes, I have. I am going to be starting my new journal tonight, and I have quite a bit to
Full
not
in.
say.
All right, then we can say goodbye. My pet, you want to say anything before we log off?
Well, I think it's only gin and purple there, but
Purple.
if there's anyone
Yeah.
else there, anyway, I'm going to make an effort.
3:30 a.m.
Chew the ears off a deaf mule. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I'm going to try and get back to doing a few more, just little bits and pieces on my channel. That's sort of going to be my goal this year. Just some shit that I've wanted to get happening, but because of all the crap that's been going on with me, it's been shit. So yeah, going to get there, do hopefully get some, even if they're just little poems and bits and pieces. So yes, that's what I'm doing.
Well, I'm looking
Yeah, I
forward
know,
to
purple.
that.
It's just I haven't been very well. I've had loads of bloody, not only family, medical, and bloody getting driven crazy. It's just, yeah, it's been a nightmare. I've spent, yeah, I've been having to purchase bloody fridges, freezers, washing machines, microwave, and then I'm got the new car that I've well, gonna trade in this old one for a newer automatic because of, yeah, oh, it's just fucking goes on and on. So, so that's why the new year is here.
Yeah. As humans, as Homo sapiens, we've really made life
Fucked.
difficult for us. Yeah, difficult for ourselves. If we don't do these things, basically we're never going to, survive and have a at least a good quality of life. I don't know, but we have to do these things.
Well, we do, unfortunately. Unfortunately.
No, no, purple. It's just a cutoff. You see the big gate there. You can drive in. I don't know why he put it in the back, uh, like that. He's just. I have lots to say about the oak holds this place, but I won't start now. Maybe the next time I have a live stream, you can come on and we can discuss that church. Birds
Yeah,
live in it.
church is
Birds and
interesting.
bats. Yeah, birds and bats are going to church, guys.
Yeah,
Well,
they go
all
to
right.
church to
Thank you
die.
so much, my pets,
Alright,
for
my darling.
joining me, giving me some of your time. And Purple and Jen and my kid, Jordan. She was also listening in. That was very nice.
I hope I
And
didn't say too many swear words. Always too mean to
yeah, I
myself.
think I only swore once or twice. And I
I
thought
know,
it was
I
going to
was
be a
trying to be
hell of a
good.
lot more angry, because of what happened to Lewis. I do
Yeah,
still have a lot of,
I was trying to keep you uplifted a bit, so I'm
yeah,
glad we can find some things to be silly about.
yeah.
You can
All
discuss it.
right,
Oh my
guys,
god.
thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you soon. Try to
Love you
have an
all. Talk to you soon.
undisastrous. Oh, Purple says she appreciates that I
Support her
support the
channel,
channel and
even though it
even
makes it,
the
the time
time zones
zones
make
make
it
it
work.
hard for you guys to be on together.
Yes.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, thank you so much. This year's going to be much better. Look out for better things. I can tell you that. Yeah.
Stop
So
it,
we'll
kid.
see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.